Hello and welcome to Tales from the Taffa, episode 2 of the 2026 season. I know it's been slightly longer than anticipated, but we're back and we will be back regularly every month, running down everything that's been going on in the Taffa universe. And what a busy time it's been over the last couple of months. We've had poker nights, we've had birthday drinks, we've had farewell drinks, and here comes the plug. We've been organising a World Cup quiz. Yes, Sunday, 7th of June at the Style Bridge near Marden. We are organising a night of travel. Yep, get your own travel. First class food from Gok, the head chef at the Style Bridge, and a cracking quiz from Kent's biggest and best quiz master. You may have seen his efforts at the Ball in Benenden, along with me as his sidekick. So if you haven't put your thumb in or let us know or voted in a poll, then do come along because it's going to be a brilliant night. If we can get it organised, if we can get all the numbers there, we want to really kick off the World Cup season with a cracking Taffa night and a brilliant quiz. So please do join along and let's get involved and get ready for the World Cup action. Talking of action, though, it's been a busy couple of months on the pitch as well for the Taffas as we look to wrap up February and March, and I'll tell you the players of the month and the goal of the month later in the show. But first, here are this month's headlines. As I said at the top of the show, we organised our first ever Taffa poker night, and what a success it was. Shout out to Rob Sharpie and family for organising and hosting the event. We had 2 tables of poker action. I didn't really know what was going on, but luckily a few people did. Some people won some money, some people played cards, but I understood most of the rules, and mainly down to our own croupier himself, Mr. Ross Parme. Now, we haven't seen Ross since the first game of the season where he twanged that magnificent calf. So having seen him at the poker night doing what he does, I did wonder, in his absence off the Taffa pitch, has he been doing his bit in Las Vegas? And now we have an exclusive photos. That's exactly where he's been. Here is Ross Parme doing his thing in Vegas. Hang on. What is that? No, not strips. I said he's been dealing with chips. Croupier. I don't want to see that. That's not what Rash is about. That's it, that one. There we go. There's Ross croupiering up. Thankfully, he's back on a Taffa pitch now, and we're looking forward to the rest of the season. But if you want a poker genius, give him a call. Talking of geniuses, one person player on the pitch this season has taken his game to yet another level. Not content with winning every prize in the game at nearly every year at the awards, Steve Solid Fuller has gone full force in trying to win, well, let's face it, he's already won the Goalkeeper of the Year for 2026. At times this season, he's looked absolutely unbeatable with some world-class saves. So we've decided, for the first time ever, in honour of one of our greatest ever players, who will sweep, again, the awards, no doubt, in 2026, we're going to build the first ever Taffa statue outside of Homewood. So congratulations to Steve Solid Fuller. Your presence will always be known, and it's been set in stone like this. That is, of course, an artist's interpretation of what it will look like, because we haven't got any permission. We barely get any lights at Homewood, do we? Lastly, I wanted to take a moment as well to welcome another generation into the Taffa fold in the Tysons. Following his dad's footsteps, Aubrey has made a recent impressive couple of appearances, but it's got me wondering about that Tyson family and just how brilliant they are. And I've finally got to the bottom of it. They're not human. This exclusive footage shows Greg Tyson getting ready for action at the Taffa pitch, and we can actually hear his mechanics going as he works out. Take a look at this. See, I always knew Greg was a robot, especially when he showed us his arse. No one's arse is like that.
Hi, this is Stephen Carr. Come on, you tappers.
Brilliant. Thanks, Stephen. There'll be another former footballer on an episode of Tales from the Taffa next time. But now, what you've really been tuning in for is to find out where we are in the 2026 leaderboards. Before we see the tables, that's announced the player of the month for both February and March. He's someone who's taken his game to another level at the start of 2026. So it's congratulations to player of the month for February and March, George Chappell, who had a couple of months full of goals, full of assists, and full of wins. That season takes both awards for these months. It means if we take a look at the leaderboard, he is, of course, top of the table, leading the way ahead of the revitalised Casey Den and then Josh Newton-Taylor. It's looking like it could really be a season for the Taffa youngsters. So can anyone catch them as we head into the spring? It's a youngster at the top of the leaderboard in the Golden Boot race as well. Josh Newton-Taylor's presence means he's got 9 goals for the season so far, leading the way ahead of George Chappell and myself, as well as a few familiar names who no doubt will be there or thereabouts in the next couple of months. As for playmaker, it's George Chappell again, top in the league of assists with the most so far this season. So we'll see what happens in April and May when we do another roundup of all the leaderboards. Now, normally this time I'd pass you over to the Lightning Seeds for our goal of the month. But to be honest, the winner was so bloody obvious, I couldn't be bothered to package it together. So congratulations goes out to Phil Rammers Ramsden, who wins February/March goal of the month, thanks to his rifling effort that went straight into the top corner. He'd been trying that one a while, but that was some goal. Until next time, this has been Tales from the Taffa. Come along to our quiz, and we'll see you next time.
In a really tight half. Here's Phil. He's going to take the shot. Phil Ramsden! What a goal! Top bins. It's a goal the game needed, and what an unleash. We've got to look at that again. Here comes Ramsden. He gets the ball, 20 yards from goal, takes a shot. I mean, he tries these all the time, but not to this position. Top corner, sharp, no chance. A rifle from Ramsden. What a goal.